Welcome everyone to this video on whitewater tips. The first tip consists in stomping hard on the back foot to lift the board up. The higher and steeper the whitewater is, the harder we need to press on that back foot. If we delay stomping on the back foot, the whitewater can grab the board and slow us down. This leads us to the second tip, which is to push on the back foot before the whitewater arrives. It's the first contact with the whitewater that sends us upward. Off the plane, the technique is similar. Even when the nose of the board gets caught, it's okay. We just need to concentrate on the back foot pressure and balance over it. Here, the wave has just started to break. No need to move the back foot. The front foot guides the board like an ollie skating. It helps move the board back down right after reaching the peak of the wave. With the wave breaking, my back foot is slightly back. The steeper the wave, the farther back the foot needs to be. Another tip that I often use is to aim where the wave first broke. In theory, this is where it loses its energy and has less height and power. A key point to maintain the plane over the whitewater is to absorb its impact and land over the front of the board downwind. In side-on conditions, we want to spend the least amount of time facing the wave. When we're caught at the water start and the waves, it's important to keep the sail as high as possible so that the whitewater goes underneath. If we have time, it's obviously preferable to sink the sail. In this next section, I head downwind to try and race the wave before it breaks. I hesitate to throw my gear over the whitewater, and in the end, luckily I avoided the most powerful section. Once in the water, to protect our gear, we can stand on the mast to sink the sail. Keep it perpendicular to the wave. Clue towards the wind allows us to control the rig underwater more easily. We can also swim to get out of the most critical section faster. One mistake I often make is staying in the straps too long off the plane, because behind the whitewater there are lots of bubbles and it's easier to balance out of the straps. Also, when we think it's dead and we won't make it, it can be smarter just to throw our gear over the wave downwind. There, it's probably what I should have done. When we get caught under the lip, the water can hit the foot of the sail, pushing us back. We can therefore sheet in a little to prevent the sail from popping back at us. When we fall into a water start position in light winds, grabbing the mast sets the sail higher up, pulling us out of the water faster. With experience, we can also grab the foot of the sail and get back up within seconds no matter the wind. In this other example, my sail remains too open and the whitewater pushes me back. I wouldn't have been able to get up in time had I not grabbed the mast to face the next wave. It's also important to sheet in briefly when we hit the whitewater, especially in weak winds, which leads me to our next to last tip in this video, the pumping. Just like it can be useful to pump the sail to store as much energy as possible when facing the biggest waves, it's also important to pump to catch the swell outside, or worse, to run away from a fat lip which is about to crunch down on us when wading a little too far in on the flats, section which can have less wind, particularly in side-on conditions. And finally, the last tip of this video. When you're waiting at the surf but nothing seems to be coming your way, make sure you look twice before kicking out. Yeah, here I missed out big time. Voila! I hope you had fun watching this video. Please add your own tips in the comments below or blame me if you break your gear. Either way, I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Ciao!